Apex Legends might be the only game I've ever played where the stereotypes you hear about all over Twitter and Reddit are actually true. I mean, just think about it for a second. When you think of an Apex Legends stereotype, I bet the first one that comes to your mind is a Wraith with a wingman, zipline bouncing in a building with some kind of zipline, and then just leaving the game once they get knocked. That's because it's true. And what's also true is that EA have sponsored today's video, so thank you to them for supporting myself and the channel. Earlier, I was feeling spicy, crispy, and a little bit thick. And I loaded up a game of solo queue trios. To my absolute shock, horror, and disgust, I was landing with another solo, who happened to be a Wraith. Tick that one off the list. Next, we found that they also landed on a wingman, would you believe it, and rotated straight to the zipline. Tick it off the list. In fact, tick it all off the list, because by this point, we know exactly what is going to happen. The Wraith is going to go up the zip, do a little bit of zipline bouncing to... I don't know why, like, why do you do this? It makes no difference. Before falling down into my 100% accurate laser accuracy, and she died. And would you believe it? She left the game. Whoopie-doo. It's a bingo. We've done it, lads. The Stereotype Wraith is right there. And would you believe it? This was my first game on of the day. What a surprise. In my first game, we get the full package of the Wraith Stereotype. Some of you keen-eyed fellas might have noticed that in the last clip, I missed a few hemlock shots. And I believe some of you guys might be missing the subscribe button as well. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more regular Apex Legends content from myself. In fact, you know, people are so used to the Wraith Stereotype at this point that they're asking even mid-game, did you cheese the 20 boom? I mean, I kind of get what he's trying to say here. I think you do too. But I mean, hey, what do I know? I could have had a complete coincidence encounter with this Wraith wingman bold zipline bouncing, so I loaded into a game myself as a bold Wraith, of course being a pred myself. That adds to the stereotype, and what do you know? I literally landed on a wingman. I swear there is some kind of magnet pulling Wraiths and wingmen together. It's absolutely crazy. You know, now that I think about it, maybe it's just because the Wraiths go into the firing range and just do so much practice that they don't miss any wingman shots. Maybe the game just kind of, you know, gives them what they want, because we all know what happens when they don't get what they want. But let's face it, this Wraith stereotype is obvious. Despite how many people will try and argue that it's not true, we all know it's true. But there are also many other legends and guns that combine into weird stereotypes. I mean, how many times when you're rocking around in pubs does that annoying fuse with the 30-30 bug you from across the map? It's always some weird level 200, and I promise you they're always queuing in with a Loba. That's because, as we've previously mentioned on the channel, these are what I like to call the gamer dads, the fuse mains, the get off work at 6 PM, sit on the couch, wife not happy, the kids have not been fed today, pick up the controller and console aim assist everyone type players, and I promise you they always play with a Loba. Why is it that their duo is always a Loba? I wonder why. On a real though, these gamer dads love getting finished by Lobas, and you know, I know a few of you do too. Like the video and comment hashtag Loba Enjoyer in the comment section down below if you know what I mean. And my last thing to say about Fuse, it's not really a stereotype, but I just feel this way every time I fight a Fuse. It's just the least intimidating thing in the world. Seeing a character run up to you like this man, I mean, am I supposed to be scared of this guy? Oh my god, what's his name? Officer Earl. I swear, Fuse runs just like Officer Earl, and you cannot tell me that's not true. But before you click off this video, just wait a second, because I promise you, you yourself have been affected by this next stereotype, which is of course the Horizon wielding an LMG, but abusing the Horizon bug. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that means you have been fighting a glitching player, a cheating player, a player who is not supposed to be doing what they're doing, but they're doing it anyway. The rule breakers, the absolute mad lads in society. Yes, these Horizon players are in fact that. Now, am I going to tell you how exactly to do this bug? No. No, I'm not. But what I can tell you is that this bug allows Horizon players to have 100% accuracy when shooting from a Horizon tactical from a zipline while falling through the sky. Anything like that, you know, when you usually should miss. No, these Horizon players... Orion? Who is Orion? These Horizon players are doing just that. But, you know, that's exactly the reason that every Horizon you fight definitely has an LMG. It's because when they're going up their lift, they're not having to stop shooting, and they're not missing either. It's pretty sad when you come to think of it that they go to that level. Now, the only proven, tried and tested method to stop a Horizon main from doing this on you is to serve them up a nice steaming hot plate of haggis, and obviously greet them with the bagpipes, the kilt, everything you can to make them just like you a little bit more. And I'm sure it'll work. It's tried and tested, I swear. But if that option doesn't quite cut it for you, then you can always just greet them with some noxious gas. That's just, you know, the only logical other choice, really. And talking of noxious gas, why do all caustic mains run around with peacekeepers or mastiffs or just shotguns, really? They all have them. And when you even attempt to stick your big toe in their gas, they're just 100 shot to the face with a PK. That's it. That's it. There's just no other way about it. You fight a caustic, they have a shotgun, and they are gonna blast you in the face for max damage every time. It kind of reminds me of that like stereotype of farmers having shotguns, and every time a person steps on their land, they come out there like, "Hey, what are you doing on my land?" And they have like a double barrel shotgun, and they just chase after you in some kind of tractor. And you know, tractors are slow, and caustics are slow because they're big. So I'm starting to think caustics are actually farmers. It makes sense when you think about it like that. That's it. I'm calling it now. Season 14. Yes, 14. Battle Pass, Caustic Farmer skin. It's going to be a farmer season, and Caustic is going to be the main legend of that season, I'm telling you. Now, there is just one question I want to ask you guys, and specifically you guys that play Caustic and in pubs. My question is, why? Why do you play Caustic? Like, where is the enjoyment from this legend? Like, I'm not joking here. I genuinely want to know, because whenever I play Caustic in pubs, it just feels slow. It doesn't feel fun. You know, there's no fluid movement. There's no high pace. There's no aggressive abilities. It's all just gas and more gas and a big boy buff, you know, because he's falsified and stuff. But that makes him feel so slow. Like, where's the fun to be had playing Caustic, guys? This is what I'm asking you. Please, in the comment section down below, let me know if you play Caustic for fun. Like where's the fun? I just want to know. I want to know your point of view, you know? But with that being said about the Stink Man, then I think we have to talk about Watson. Why do Watsons always just spawn in? Right, they spawn in. Yes, I'm going to put emphasis on the fact that they spawn in, because that's about all they do every game. They land in, they do a few fences, and they always manage to find the alternator. Always. They always have an alternator. You fight a Watson, it's always early game, and they always have an alternator, and they're so confident that they're going to kill you. They're full of like little rage, but you see them and you just know they just stand no chance, because there's just Watson. What's a Watson going to do to you? Unless they're shooting you in the back, and even if they do that, it's still with an alternator. They always have it. When I think of fighting against Watson players, there's one place that comes to mind, and it's always streamer building in Capital City on World's Edge. I mean, they land in this building with about 10 other people. They find that alternator, and they think they're like 10 billion IQ. They're like, oh, we're gonna fence this elevator and this doorway, and nobody's gonna get up, and they're gonna come through, they're gonna get zapped, and then I'm gonna kill them. But that building has so many climb ups anyway, and people just play Pathfinder and Valk, and the Watson just dies every time. It's sad. They still think it's gonna work. You know what? I believe in you, Watsons. When you land there next time, you do it. You fence that elevator, and it's gonna work. One day. Out of all the stereotypes we've spoken about, I definitely think the Wraith and Wingman one comes through the strongest. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows that's how a Wraith plays, but I really do think the Fuse and Loba comes in a close second. You see it all the time, and I know you guys just don't even think about it, but next time you see a Fuse, just wait for that Loba to rock up. I promise you're gonna see it. But yeah, I think that's everything I had to say in today's video. If you did enjoy, make sure to drop a like on the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you take it easy. I'll see you all next time, and goodbye.